We start off with the latest from India, where the Pegasus project report has rocked the parliament. According to the latest, a parliamentary committee on information technology will be taking up the issue later this month. According to reports, the Shashi Tharoor-led parliamentary committee will be holding a meeting on the 28th of July. Officials from the Ministry of Information Technology and the Home Ministry are likely to be present in the meeting, as the opposition has accused the government of snooping on political leaders, journalists, judges and activists. Speaking to reporters, Shashi Tharoor elaborated on the need for an investigation into the snooping claims. This even as the Indian government has rejected all allegations. Tharoor said, and I'm quoting, "It has been proved that phones examined in India had an invasion of Pegasus. Since this product is only sold to vetted governments, the question arises, which government? If the government of India says they have not done it, some other government did it, then it is a more serious national security concern." The Pegasus spying issue is not new. In 2019, reports emerged that phones of several activists had been hacked using the software. Parliamentary Standing Committee on Information Technology had taken cognizance of the matter back then. The opposition has accused the Indian government of spying on key opposition figures, and they have demanded a thorough investigation. Opposition parties also disrupted the proceedings in both houses of the parliament. The country's information technology minister asserted in the lower house, or the Lok Sabha, that illegal surveillance was not possible with the checks and balances in the country's laws. He alleged that attempts were being made to malign Indian democracy. Ironically, the minister's name also figures in the list linked to the Pegasus project. The parliamentary committee chairman, Shashi Tharoor, has urged the government to cooperate in the investigation, as snooping or spying is illegal under Indian law unless it concerns matters of national security or terrorism. An international media consortium reported on Sunday that over 300 verified mobile phone numbers, including of 2 ministers, over 40 journalists, 3 opposition leaders and 1 sitting judge, besides scores of business persons and activists in India, could have been targeted through the Pegasus spyware manufactured by the Israeli firm NSO. Going straight across to our correspondent Siddhant Sibal. Siddhant, what more can you tell us at this point?
Well, the official release has been issued by the Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Indian Parliament, on this meeting that will take place on 28th of this month at 4 p.m. In the Parliament. And this is something that has happened in the past as well. In fact, it is a deja vu moment, because as you pointed out, it has happened in 2019 as well. And in 2019, it rocked the Parliament in a similar manner. And then the parliamentary panel had met and asked questions. This time around, officials of the IT Ministry and the MHA have been called. But the big question is, what is the proof as of now? Yes, the numbers are out, but NSO hasn't said that its buyers include the Indian government, because they are, of course, bound by the contractual obligations. The Indian government hasn't also spoken since the controversy broke earlier this week, and we know that as of now the big question is how the numbers got leaked, and of course the various media consortiums who have been coming out with the names as well. Who leaked is also a question which is being asked, and there is no direct evidence that the Indian government bought. So that is the thing that we do expect the Indian officials to talk about when, of course, the parliamentary panel calls them. The Indian officials, I do expect them to say that there is no evidence, but we know that in the past there have been reports that have emerged, especially like Chhattisgarh. The government there had said that NSO had reached out to them to buy their equipment, their products. So largely this is something that will be an ongoing process. It will take time. We know that number of people, the list has been coming out. We can in fact expect more numbers to come out, more people's name to be come out in the entire thing. But largely this is a big controversy that has broken at a time when the parliament session is on. The monsoon session is on, and first 2 days we saw Monday and Tuesday, of course, the opposition raising the matter in the parliament, asking the government to come clean or answer to their questions on the issue whether or not they bought this software and was this software used against these specific people who have been listed.
Right, we're leaving it there for the moment, Siddhant. Thanks very much for those updates. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.